Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac AFTERBIRTH. Plus we got a nice little nest egg starting to be built as Eden here. Ooh, a little dad's key, a little cricket's body, nothing wrong with this. 389A KCSJ. Good alphanumeric mix. No offense, Mr. Piggy Bank. You're not a bad item. You're just not really what I'm looking for right now. Ooh. And we might have the opportunity to also not take marked, which is just horrendous, and well, not horrendous, but very, very, very annoying would be the way that I would describe it. How bad is marked? Well, depends what you got, you know? But with our current setup, I would rather have just about anything that you would describe as trash. Isaac's Heart? Well, no. That's why, you know, you gotta build in the Isaac's Heart just about clause. You gotta give me a minute here, by the way. I've been playing other video games. I know it sounds implausible, but I've been playing other video games. So I'm gonna need perhaps a little bit of a moment. Please. Just to reacquaint myself. You may have noticed this game doesn't have any cards. There's no cards associated with this game, so as a result, my day of playing Slay the Spire hasn't really prepared me for the high-octane action of Isaac. There's also, it's not a 4-player party system where you, you know, go in turn, choose attacks, remove the stress from yourself and your opponents, and etceteras and etceteras. So I'm taking some damage. Part of the reason we're taking damage, by the way, is also because our range is 8. Well, our range is 10, sorry, but that's still really, really terrible. Starting to wonder if I'm not going to regret... If I'm not going to regret ignoring Piggy Bank, which... Or rebuking Piggy Bank, which sadly is looking like it's going to be the best item there, depending on what our next reroll is, if we even get to another reroll, please, with the... We're going to be at 2 cents. There's nothing else you could have done there anyway, so I'm not going to beat myself up, but... Bad time for Are You a Wizard, dude? You know what was a Canadian television program? I'm not going to say whether it was good or not, because the last time I saw it, I was probably like... I'm going to say like 11 years old, but Are You Afraid of the Dark? I was always surprised when I would hear Americans say like, hey, do you remember the show Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's a Canadian production, starring Jay Baruchel. Ugh. Probably would have been better off going for Piggy Bank. For some reason, Canada had a stranglehold on producing young adult pseudo-horror television programs. I don't know if the Goosebumps television program was filmed in Canada, but you know what was? Animorphs. If you ever saw the Animorphs television program, thank a Canadian. Because, I mean, we paid for it in many ways via our taxpayer dollars, probably. I don't know, we give grants and stuff like that. I don't know how it works, you know, they just make a donation, write it off, and you're good to go. Divorce papers. Might as well. We'll grab, excuse me, sir, I'd like to leave. We'll grab this, be on our merry way. Not as merry as I would like, you know. Getting spider bite is kind of an unfortunate finish for us on that reroll machine. It's always sad when you're like, well, that item that's not that good would have been a better option for us. But Piggy Bank genuinely, you know, it might have opened the door for us. We took a lot of damage. We could have gotten over 5 cents, had an arcade chance on this floor. Pivoted off of that, all of a sudden, you know, we get a lot more money. We get a blood bag. From that blood bag, we end up easily killing the boss. We kill the boss, we get a deal with the devil. The deal with the devil's brimstone, and all of a sudden, 5 brimstone runs in a row. Nothing to complain about unless you're a viewer. I guess I should be on relatively high alert. Because if brimstone shows up... Ooh, that was close. If brimstone shows up on this run, we've got a real ethical dilemma. Can I be the guy who takes brimstone 5 runs in a row and still acts like he's got some Zane in him? Well, when I wake up, you know I'm gonna be the guy who takes brimstone 5 times. And when I go out, I don't know how to sing, by the way. But I do know how to walk 500 miles. And that's a long walk. I mean, if we were to run the math ourselves, How long does it take you to walk a mile at a leisurely pace that you could keep up relatively easily for, let's say, you know, 8 or 10 hours? Probably. You think you could walk... You might be able to walk 3 miles an hour. Leisurely. Somewhere in that vicinity, I think, is not outrageous, at least. We should be able to play this, right? Yeah, no problem. 3 miles an hour seems reasonable to me. So it's roughly like 167 hours of walking. A little bit over 4 work weeks of walking to be the man who wakes up next to you. I mean, that's a lot, okay? It's more of a sign of what you would do, I suppose, than, you know, actually making the person do it. I understand it's a sign of devotion and etc., etc. I'm just saying. There should be a subtext in that song. It would be like, I would walk 500 miles, and I would walk 500 more to be the man who walks 500 miles to show up at your door. And then they go, ah, nah, 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 nah. I know. But then at the end it should say, but I hope you wouldn't make me. Because if you're gonna make me walk 500 miles, I'll do it. But it's gonna breed a little bit of resentment over the course of the relationship. Would you really walk 500 miles? Have you ever heard of a little thing called a train? The joke there is just that you could turn anything into a Seinfeld bit, I suppose. That's what I'm thinking right now. We didn't... No, we already gained access. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna go to our item room. Things are like very, very, very on the edge right now. This is certainly not a particularly strong run. That doesn't mean we're screwed. It just means, you know, we got our work cut out for us. Let's put it that way. It's so spooky. Our range... I feel like our range didn't go down when we picked up number 1 there. It didn't improve our rate of fire very much, but our range didn't really go down at all. I mean, it went down, but it doesn't feel like it actually went down. I mean, I'm still gonna open this, to be honest. Pin. Yes. Pin followed by Turdlings. After 3,000 episodes, I finally have that mapped into my brain. In my meat memory. Stay away from me. It's like a water cannon or something, like I'm the riot police. You can't get in here. I refuse to allow you access. 4 cents. Okay. I mean, I can see forever is basically worthless with the fact that we've already found our secret rooms, but I don't know. I'm leaving this floor at least feeling like we're in an interesting position. I'd really like you to pay out with HP. I'd really, really like you to pay out with HP. You could pay out with HP too, you know, it's not just this guy over here. Hey, now we're talking. Okay, I'm willing to give you just a little juice. I want to see if we can buy a spirit heart. I feel a lot better about, like, overcommitting here. We don't really have the money. Like, we can't get the money just from... We've already been to our secret room. We've already been to our second secret room. I gotta tell you what, I'm very sorry. I'm gonna play you one more time, even though I shouldn't. Like, I really, really should not have done that. But then I'm gonna blow you up. I figured we'd get enough money anyway. We'll head down to the next floor. I'm not gonna buy HP yet, but, you know, that's kind of what I'm thinking is the next step. It's a bit of a... It's not really a brain teaser, but... You know, we're in a weird spot with our stats. Like, our damage is low. Our rate of fire is amazing. Our range is really low, but is also deceptively, like, higher than you'd expect. The thing is, if I'm being honest with you... Ooh, careful, that would have taken our bone heart. It's very stupid... I did not mean to pop that. I meant to hit space. It's very stupid for us to have taken damage there, but it's also very stupid for us to have taken the number 1. It's such a modest rate of fire increase for the potential negative of, like, all of these range downgrades that we could have had. Man, Ghost Baby, you're not really what I want to see right now. I never want to see a Ghost Baby unless I'm doing the Bloody Baron subquest in The Witcher, okay? And if I'm doing that, I still don't really want to see it. It's not like I'm marking my calendar. Oh, cool, we get a ghost fetus showing up any moment here. Oh boy, lucky me. It's not like that. It's more like I can resolve the quest line. You know what? How do you feel about that? Give me some spiders. But especially in Isaac. Ghost Baby is one I very rarely care if it shows up. Please, God, tell me we have a shop that can do something for me. Particularly in the damage department, our rate of fire is high enough. I know what you're thinking, by the way. Why didn't you take Hive Mind when you have Spider Baby? As of right now, and I'll stand by this, Spider Baby is too hard for us to enable. If we get the opportunity to get another 15 cents, I'll take it, dude. Because I think if we get Guppy's head, that by itself is a pretty huge help. But right now, I don't know, I could care less, to be honest. I know I say the expression wrong. It's couldn't care less. Could care less doesn't make any sense. If you could care less, that means you care. I understand it irritates some people. I just want you to know that because of the fact that it irritates you, that's why I say it more frequently. Because it irritates me when you correct me, despite understanding clearly what the meaning was supposed to be in the first place. Whether it's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. You know, language is a system designed to transmit ideas from one person to another. You knew what I was getting at. Now we're both annoyed. Is that what you wanted? Because that's what you've wrought. Now you are not taking damage at the pace I would like you. No, my eternal heart. Completely my own fault for being a fool, but still. There we go. This is, you know, not the kiss of death yet, but certainly not where I expected this run to be. Low on HP, DPS is a little scary. When both of those things are low, you gotta start to question where you're at. Hopefully, we get an arcade. What's our luck stat? 3.86. So I think this is one of the rare times you will see me frustrate myself. When I make a stupid decision that kills me in this game, I don't tend to get too frustrated with myself. You know, to thine own self be true. But gambling without purpose for 1,000 years is very annoying to me in this game. That being said, that's exactly what we're gonna do. Okay. Now we're gonna do it, except at half the speed. No Skatol, please. No Skatol. We got Skatol. Okay, well, let's try this room then. We got Poop for head. We're not really feeling that much stronger than we were recently. Bomb and a key for 2 keys. It's a good trade, but it's not the kind of glamorous trade you're interested in. You know, this is when you cheer for the Vancouver Canucks. And they make, and there goes our deal with the Devil Chance. They make a 1-for-1 trade with 2 4th-liners. You know, nobody knows how to feel. It's not a transformative sort of situation. We need, like, we need a steal right now. And I have to be honest, IV Bag sort of has me thinking. As much as I don't think we really want to be taking chances, IV Bag lets us get double the money for playing Blood Banks. It lets us create spiders on demand. But, I mean, the thing is, we could take IV Bag and just choose not to use it all the time. I guess the bigger problem is our own HP right now. Like, if we can get like a bloody penny or something, please. I beg you, sir. My run is very sick. This is fine. I'm still surprised. I guess we got a shot speed upgrade at some point or something. Or maybe there's a lower bound of range, so even if the number goes down to like 0, we're still shooting shots straight ahead. But I'm just a little bit concerned. Whew, that was close. I would like to not be. 18% chance of a deal with the devil, so that's like 1 in 6. This is my ideal room. Please make a mod that's just this room over and over and over. Then I really never would lose an Isaac game ever again in my entire life. Okay, we're down to 1 HP. We're in danger zone, we're in focus zone. I don't like to focus because it reminds me of the automobile we purchased. Ford Motor Corporation denies all knowledge of an electronics-based transmission issue in the firmware. By the way, thank you so much. We did get Magic Mush, and it's helping me out a great deal. We now have real damage. And we got all our HP back. Because if we hadn't, we would be dead. We would have been hit once and killed. So getting HP there turned out to pretty much save the day. I'll go ahead and call it. That's a carry. It's a carry we didn't know we needed just yet, but it's a carry nonetheless. Now, also, we picked up 3 speed upgrades, if you count the Magic Mush as a speed upgrade. Just looking for shops as well. Ooh, I like it. So we should be able to use black powder. No greeds. I will buy this. Okay, now we're gonna try something. Turn to profit. We have restock, so we can do this over and over. Okay. I am willing to do this. That's where I'm at in Isaac, okay? I'm so starved for wins from time to time. I don't know why. If you say from time to time, it really feels like in that cadence you gotta finish it with a rhyme, but I don't want to. I'm gonna buy this real quick as well. Invest our profits into new dividend-based organizations. As you can tell, I'm a businessman. I know lots of businessy words. Dividend, debit and credit, withdrawal. This is still fine. By the way, not the most engaging way to play the game, but you know, any port in a storm. What are you? Beautiful. Didn't do anything. For 3 cents? Yeah, I'm willing to ruin my run. Speed down! Okay, you know what? No. We should have invested in Spirit Hearts. It works. The system just works. Okay, we got even more speed. We got a nice little spider army waiting for us. Let's go. We could do more. We could go to the other blood bank. Not gonna. Grab a damage upgrade. Range upgrade that did not apply. Which is fair, because our other range downgrade maybe didn't, but we're gonna move. Okay. I think we're probably safe now. We owe a great debt of gratitude to Magic Mush. By the way, I see your comments. People are saying NL's never going to realize Magic Mush is a 1.5 times damage increase, not a 2 times damage increase. I now realize it. Thank you so much for telling me. I don't know how I've been under that misconception for so long. I mean, percentages, they're not hard, but they can be a little weird, right? Here's what I mean. You know, you got a $100 bill from a restaurant. Maybe you took out, you know, yourself, your wife, and your wife's parents for dinner. Just a hypothetical example, for example. It's $100. You tip 20 bucks on top of that. What percentage tip is it? 20. But what percentage is 20 of 120? It's 1/6, aka 16%. By adding a percentage, you've changed the percentage. It's very strange, right? Not really. I was just trying to do like a Vsauce bit. Hey, when you add a number to another number, that number gets bigger. Yet, when you add 9 to 5, it makes 14. But 9 still exists, and so does 5. So where did 14 come from? And why is it so large? I haven't seen a Vsauce video in like 4 years. Not besmirching their good name, of course. I'm just spitballing, you know? We record a lot of these Isaac episodes. We do a lot of spitballing. I would never besmirch the good name of another content creator in the YouTube community. We all gotta stick together. The real bad guy is YouTube, not YouTubers. Why is YouTube annoying? So again, I want to point out, just because I'm complaining about YouTube on YouTube, I understand. It's like that comic, you know? Oh, the king is making the peasants work too hard for the grain. And yet here you are, tilling the soil. It appears you're a very part of the system that you now insult. What are your thoughts on this subject? You know, the comic's a little bit more nuanced than that, but... What's annoying about YouTube, from my perspective, is that I have handled myself with respect and decorum on this platform, represented it at conferences, you know, across North America. Don't even clickbait. You want to clickbait, you don't name your videos, Let's Play The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Part 3000. You know, that's like anti-clickbait 101. Help. And then... one idiot, like, spanks their son in a video. And now every single video has to get checked. Hey, are there kids in this video? Just so you know, you can't upload videos of you hitting your kids to YouTube. Yeah, I know. That's... you didn't really have to put that in the terms of service. For me, I had it under control. Apparently not everybody thought that that was common sense and, you know, implicit, didn't necessarily need to be said. Same thing, you know, now, again, I gotta go through that checklist every time I upload a video to YouTube. And it's like, basically every single one of the checklist points is like, related to a YouTube controversy. So it's annoying to have been on the platform forever, be in good standing, and then every time some idiot does something stupid, you gotta be like, no, this is not a beheading video, no, it's not me taking bong hits in a public park. No, it's not like... you know, you get the idea. I understand, you know, it's hard to police the amount of content that exists on YouTube. Maybe not hard, it's basically impossible. There's like hundreds of hours of videos uploaded every single second. But still. The system, you know, really... it's too slow to shut down people who are doing bad things, I think. And too quick to put that punishment on everybody else, you know? A couple big YouTubers cause controversies all of a sudden. Everybody on the platform is dealing with the fallout of, you know, Coca-Cola not wanting to associate their brand with that kind of idiocy. I can understand where Coca-Cola's coming from. At the same time, I'm like, hey, you're kind of shooting the messenger here. You're punishing the people that agree with you to some extent. Anyway, again, it's not complaining about YouTube. Necessarily. It's not complaining about my lot in life. It's complaining about the platform. I didn't want to buy placebo. Man. It's not that bad. You know what? It's actually... we paid 7 cents for a speed upgrade, which is okay. I'm gonna try to cheat the system. Work like a charm. Did kill a pedestal, but at exactly the right time. I can't believe we're on the depths one. Should tell you everything you need to know about where we're at. Okay, I mean, that's bad. But we're gonna stay here for a minute. Because we really want to buy Hive Mind. And we are only gaining a few cents per roll here on average, but we're generating, you know, a lot of spiders is the thing. Right now, each one of these is likely to be 1 to 2 cents. Oh, not that one. Look at this. This is... well, we have to place a bomb for it, but it's absurd. Okay, so let's re-roll everything. Walk into the fire just because we can. And we'll take BFF, and then I think we're going to get the heck out of town. Mostly, we want to get the heck out of town just because we could be on this run for 100 years. Yeah, generally, what I like to do in this game is walk on the spikes. It's not for everybody. It's a really advanced level technique called Why Chi. And it's like, why cheat by not deliberately forcing yourself to do worse when you could deliberately force yourself to do worse and then feel better about your victories when they happen. Okay. A fire rate increase we can't do anything with. I'm gonna quickly get to 5 cents. or more. So we have arcade chances. Then we're going to move on, and good lord. Just a little bit of extra damage, please. I'm going to turn on my air conditioning. One moment. It's too hot. Who would have thought? Summer gets hotter. Not in Australia. You guys got it all figured out. Just think about it, dude. When Australia... Well, when it's July over here and we're all going, oh, it's so hot. Down in Australia, they're like, nah, mate. It's winter. I would give anything for it to be winter right now. Then when it's winter and we're freezing our butts off, that, nah, mate. It's the summertime. These smug Australian sons of a guns. When we're hot, they're cold. When we're yes, they're no. When we're in, they're out. When we're up, they're down. It's basically my favorite Australian song, Hot and Cold by Katy Perry. I never liked the first few lines of that song. It seemed like borderline misogynistic. You change your mind like a girl changes clothes. Okay, a little bit of an outdated stereotype, I suppose, but I imagine if you were to do the demographic studies, you would probably find women do change their clothes more than men, on average. Now, of course, there's going to be exceptions to that rule, but, you know, then he says you, or she says you, something, something, like some chicks, I should know. I'm like, is this whole song just you demonstrating you're not like other girls? I don't understand. Why you putting on airs so much? Like, throw some insults the guy's way. Her normally uplifting musicology has been... I don't know where I'm going with this. This is what happens on a run like this. It's like, all I've ever wanted. No! My deal with the devil potential has been squandered as a result of a telefrag ghost. All I've ever wanted, and all I've ever needed was here in your arms. Tears are very unnecessary. Please give me damage ASAP. I'm thinking we'll try a bomb. We'll try another bomb. Okay, I'm thinking we'll try a bomb. It does not excite me. Do you all have to be champions? Because it's relatively dangerous for me to be in a room with you right now. I just beg you for blood bag. Good sir, I beseech you. For the bag of blood. Why are you so strong? At 26 minutes, we should be doing our victory lap for the 8th time. And yet, here I am. They can't be killed. I've just decided. The turdlings, which are actually gurglings, cannot be killed. They're infinitely powerful. I don't understand. I think we might have switched targets at some point, but still, like... We get them all down to, like, 99% dead. That's a room, like... I'm not even messing with you. A lot of good Isaac players are going to take damage on that room. This run seems way more powerful than it actually is. And when it stands to pay dividends... No. Good, good. You walked on the spikes, but that's okay. Good, another speed upgrade and a little bit of range. Alright, we have the range to get us, like, across the map now. Jeez Louise, but I'm looking at it and I'm spooked, dude. You know why I'm spooked? We got no way to get red hearts easily. Our shop has betrayed us in our moment of need. So I guess we're just moving on to the boss fight. Okay, Red Mom is who we want to fight. Stop. This is easy. 51% chance. We didn't deserve it. Thank you, Edmund. I really appreciate the help. Dark Bomb is very helpful. I don't want the little harbingers. I think that item is a snake in your ear. It's Worm Tongue from the Lord of the Rings movies and books. It whispers in your ear. I'll give you damage most of the time. What ends up happening some of the time, though, you take damage when you least need it. All as a result of somebody that you thought was your friend. Get destroyed. I got hemmed in, but I got out as well. Okay, I think we really actually just need to calm down. This run is a little frantic. Don't forget, I mean, you saw it right there. You have black powder. You can make it do things for you as a result of your newfound speed. More HP, please. 37% chance of a deal with the devil. I would love it. We are probably going to go white pony again. It's kind of an indication of the situation this run is in right now, that we are looking at it and going, yeah, white pony, that seems like the right ticket. It's not a bad item, but rarely is it something we'd be looking for as like a savior right now. But sure, ability to fly plus actual damage. No! 4% chance. Forget IV bag, man. I'm out of here. How could you? Alright, I see a dice room. And I see my life flashing before my eyes. But at least we've got a little bit more maneuverability. Now, if you ask me, rank the problems with this run in order of importance, number 1 would probably not be mobility, because we had, 2 speed anyway. But now we can move over gaps. It's not worth nothing. Can't shoot over gaps, so it's not worth everything. This is okay, I'm going to be recording a little bit of Isaac this evening. Do you think it is the evening? I mean, it's 7:20 p.m. It feels like the evening to me. After dark? Well, I don't know. It hits dark here at around like 9 p.m. in the summertime, so maybe 9:30. Okay, please, God. Just like a little HP is the only thing I've ever asked for. Christmas rolls around, I don't ask for anything. Birthday, let's go out for a nice dinner, just the two of us. But for now, I want HP. And what Daddy wants, he sometimes... No! Why? What have I done? In a past life, maybe me and Ed were feuding with one another. I need it. I hate to say. I know we're not taking... Okay, I still need it. I'm sorry to tell you that. You get the next one. Next one's on me. In a past life, maybe Ed was like, Alexander Hamilton and I was Aaron Burr. Maybe I dropped him. And he said, you know what? For whatever reason, he feels a cosmic pull to make my life more difficult by developing the game that became the foundation of my career and graciously never asking for anything in return. Like a jerk. See, I spun out of that one. In a good way. I'd like to think, at least. But there is, like, modest torture right now. Not insane. It's not literal torture. But the torture is modest. Because it really feels like... well, I mean, if you keep losing your spirit hearts like that, your case becomes a lot weaker. But... You're doing your best. When you try so hard, you don't succeed. Dude, this is insane. Did you see, like, Mom's eye plus the tractor beam here created a situation where we could hit both enemies simultaneously? That was hilarious. I never would have expected that. We became like a wind magician. Okay, Womb 2. Still... honestly, pretty weak, both in real life and in the game. Right now, I would rather be weak in real life and strong in the game. It's not really up to us, though. Please, a deal with the devil we don't deserve. No deal with the devil. Well, I will say, for all the negatives happening right here, pace is going okay. But secondarily, our 3.86 luck stat. It's our golden goose. If we make it to the chest, it means we're, in a real good position to get a decent amount of items. We get a decent amount of items, realistic chance some of them even turn out to be half decent. I might just take that one. Smart. Probably the best way I've ever handled that room. I'm gonna take this one. Next one's on me. Promise you that, buddy. Promise you. I'll get you next time, dude. Apologize for a little radio silence. The thing is, your boy, aka Northernlion, he's tired of losing. Winning is exhilarating, losing's exhausting. We've been losing some runs lately. Almost like the most annoying way to do it. Instead of losing in clumps, winning in clumps, we'll like win 7, lose 1, win 7, lose 1. It's a clump of mediocrity. Unlikely to need it. So I'm trying to put a little bit of mental energy into focus. That way, hopefully, we have a better chance to win. But I will say, anecdotally, I gotta hit you with at least like one idiotic Isaac segment, right? Like, otherwise, what's the video here for? I was thinking about it the other day. How messed up is it? This is gonna sound weird. If you see text, you can't not read it. You know what I mean? Let me explain. You're driving along. You see a sign. The sign says Cleveland, 35 miles. You can't see the sign as just a collection of letters and be like, you know what, brain, save the energy. I've seen that sign 30 times. I already know it says Cleveland, 35 miles. Just don't even bother like running it through the processor. Save the 0.001 calories of processing power it requires, and we're good to go. You have to read. It's like hearing, you know? That's why, like, when you have neighbors, like, I could care less. We don't own property, right? So if my neighbors want to have some garbage on their balcony, as long as it's not getting like vermin, I don't care. But when they make noise at 4 a.m. and it keeps you awake and it keeps my wife awake, and I got to go over there and knock and be like, hey, did you keep it down? And they go, oh, is the noise too loud? And you go, like, yeah. Is it your first day with ears? That's annoying, you know? You can choose to look away from something, but you can't choose to close your ears. But reading is even crazier to me, because it's like something you can't do until you're 3, 4 years old, somewhere around there. Maybe a little bit older. I mean, when I was in senior kindergarten, I was reading A Tale of Two Cities. It was a cat-themed version. It was called A Tale of Two Kitties, but I'm just saying, I'm an intellectual. Not everybody's at that same level. You can't not read, though, once you learn how to do it. Can you? I guess if you don't know the word, you could be like, I'm not really worried about figuring that out, but you can't just be like, nah, I'm choosing not to recognize the order and the combination of those letters. It's passive. What's up with that? What's going on in our brain that our brain won't let us, like, not read? I'm not mad. If anything, it seems like a useful adaptation to be able to communicate so easily. Or so, passively? I don't know which kind of word. You know what I'm thinking about here. Alright, get torched. You have stepped into my way and accidentally made me sing Soldier Boy, and for that, I say thank you. Please, Lord above. No. Okay. Okay. It's weird. If that's what you're going for, it's a weird one. Like 7 inches from the midday sun. And this is a dead end. How interesting. Well, the synergy actually seems good. It seems like every time the tiers skip, they split. They may split twice, even, because of Parasite and Cricket's body. I do not know. Now, if you've ever believed me, or ever not believed me, I should say, about our damage being crap, look at this. We're on the chest. Are you seeing how long it's taken us to kill 2 Mega Fatties? The answer is an embarrassingly long time. Monkey Paw, useful item, useful trinket. Now, Ragman, not going down super easily, but not a major problem. I was really hoping that was going to be the Emperor. It's not scummy to ask for an Emperor card right now. It would be an enormous help. We don't want to beat the game quickly, we want to beat the game safely. HP. Okay, little HP. Totally fine with it. A Magician, I don't need to save it for the boss, but I wouldn't mind saving it for a tough room. Because it's actually going to make us much more powerful, I think. We still got to play it pretty close to the chest here. It's like playing a Game Boy, you know, when you're a kid, your arms aren't that long. Got to keep it close to your chest. Well, no benefits so far from our incredible luck stat. None that I can see. No items is a better way to describe it. We're saving our White Pony charge, maybe for the next room. Something more difficult. I don't like taking the damage, but it's hard to not be in line of sight with these enemies. Probably the most highly worth it decision I've ever made. We got another battery charge we can go back for. Just keep yourself safe here. That is not safety. I'm afraid. Okay. Oh, I almost... Hard to see what's happening, honestly. We got 23 bombs. I really wanted that to be secret room. I think we just have to play it like we're playing it. Thank you. Thank you for that. That was huge. Unfortunately, we still got our work cut out for us to some extent here. Just this thing. Oh, we got a demon because of Monkey Paw. Okay, it's not as scary as it looks. And I really wanted to bait the other one into popping up. There he is. One Polycephalus. Probably like 1/4 the difficulty. Let's go. Oh, we have real damage now. Real, actual damage. Still a little bit, you know, spotty, mostly for HP-related reasons. Thank you, sir. But the ability to actually, like, watch the health bar tick down is new. And it's beautiful, and I love it. And I never want to take a vacation from this feeling right now of relief. Still taking some time. But it's alright. We got every available opportunity now. Look at that. We even killed Gurglings not in 25 minutes each. So, please, the sun. The sun is our card. Wheel of Fortune, also fine. Lusty Blood, not likely to be too relevant for the end of this, but so be it. Now this, by the way, is pretty much my worst nightmare of a room just before the boss. No. It's alright. We're gonna get a black heart if we take damage. It's very useful because I can't friggin' see at all once I start firing shots. I think we got him. Well, that was a very scary one indeed. Oh, dude, it doesn't come up automatically. You gotta grab it. Whew, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching. I will see you next time.